behalf of the EPP and for 2 minutes, I'd like to hand the floor to Mrs. Jaroka.
Thank you, Mr. President. In addition to a more effective implementation of international and national legislation, as we've just heard from the Commissioner, there must be an appropriate emphasis in Cordoba on the social inclusion of the Roma in terms of economic aspects, because Roma integration in the labour market and education is a key economic interest of member states. A number of international organizations in recent years have developed forward-looking plans, but they weren't mandatory, they weren't accompanied by sanctions, and there wasn't an appropriate budget to go with them, and they haven't been implemented. The European Union may ensure that soft law and legislation going beyond soft law can be developed in the framework of a strategy, and they can be implemented properly and appraised based on indicators. The European Roma strategy, whose European Parliament's rapporteur I am, and as such a rapporteur, I believe it is very important for the strategy to provide clear-cut definitions in the member states of the crisis areas that require immediate intervention, because social disadvantages are unevenly spread across the regions, and certain micro-regions have a concentration of abject poverty and social exclusion. These regions must urgently be developed through intensive projects. In keeping with the solidarity principle, the strategic planning, management and monitoring must be done by local NGOs. This is what we need to ensure in Cordoba. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jaroka. And on behalf of the Socialists, for 1.5 minutes, Mr. Moraes.
Thank you, President. And as the previous speaker said, and as the Commissioner said, this is a deeply complex problem. So the oral question that we pose today is a bid, certainly from our group and I'm sure from all the groups, to renew